I got to go flying today, almost done. The other guys have felt. And I'm still interested. I'm wondering why these fields are all patchy. Like they have different parts that are darker than and lighter. I don't know what that means. They don't really measure moisture content, so I'm not. I don't think it's that, but I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, I took Frank out for a flight today. Frank is my RC Universe branded foam aircraft. It basically is a bunch of cardboard stuck together to make a biplane with some electronics. And Frank scares me at times because he's a little bit difficult to handle. He will flip around sometimes when I'm not ready, and he's super touchy. He has a bad temper. But it's actually a very fun airplane to fly. It's designed to be a very slow-flying stunt plane. So, I mean, you could chop the throttle on Frank, and Frank can glide down if there's no wind at about half a mile an hour. It's just a little bit slower than you walk. I mean, he really just, like, floats down to the ground. Frank is a very agile aircraft, and I can also flip him nose up and hover him for a couple seconds. I'm not real good at hovering. As long as I keep the ailerons cranked a little bit so that he spins on his aileron axis, I can actually hover for quite some time. He'll spin around and he stays hovering. But to do a flat hover where the aircraft just stays in position and doesn't rotate at all, I have not mastered that skill yet. Some guys are real good at doing that, and I'm not. But it's really cool. It's actually a lot of fun to fly. And that was a little bit windy today, so it actually was not... when you have a flat foamy like that where there's... I mean, Frank literally is a flat piece of cardboard. So the wind, he acts like a sail when the wind picks up. And it's not a real happy circumstance when you're flying in winds. And I did have fun, though. And landings can be a bit of a challenge, though, because wherever you point the nose of the aircraft, it's going to blow a little bit further. So if you nose him down to bring him down, he tends to just drop like a rock. But if you nose him up, he will never land, and you have to cut back on the throttle, and eventually you'll stall him and crash him. So he's a tail dragger. It's a biplane, so you have to biplane landings are a little bit different than a standard aircraft. Well, or not biplane, but tail draggers are a little bit different than modern aircraft where they have two wheels under the wing cord and then a wheel out on the nose. With an airplane that has a trike like that, where you have three wheels, you want to get it down near the ground, and then most of the time you have your nose up a little bit and you're cutting back on the throttle using your flaps to lose altitude, but you're keeping enough speed that you're floating. And you float down to the runway. Right before you land, you pull back on the levers and you on the elevator, and you bring the nose up a little bit more, and the airplane slows its descent and gently touches down on the back wheels. Not so with a tail dragger. With a tail dragger, you kind of want to fly it straight down to the ground. Now, when I say straight down, I'm not saying like nose directly on the ground, but you have a bit of a nose down attitude when you're on approach. You cut way back on the throttle and you glide down towards the runway. When you get just above the runway, instead of pulling back so that your nose is up in the air, you level the aircraft out and slowly reduce the throttle, and the airplane will drop down onto its mains. Then you cut the throttle altogether once you're on the ground and no longer in flight, and the tail will slowly drop to the ground, and you will have a nice wheel landing. And that's how I land my RC airplanes, always have. Never had an issue. But when it's really windy, it gets a little more difficult because the planes are more floaty, even at low speeds. But the danger is if the wind all of a sudden dies, now you're at a real low airspeed, and your plane will just drop to the ground like a rock. So I had difficulty landing Frank today, but we had no accidents. It was accident-free, and I even found out, as I was flying, I kept hearing this clicking noise. I'm like, here's like this as the airplane's flying. I'm like, what the heck is that? Well, it turns out that my elevator servo is going bad, and thank God I heard it, because eventually it would have just gone so bad that it would no longer work. But it's clicking, so it actually clicks as you pass certain points. It means there's probably teeth out of one of the gear. They're plastic servos. And so I'm thankful that I actually heard the clicking of the gears so that I know that I need to replace that servo. Unfortunately, it's glued into the aircraft, so I'm going to have to rip the glue. I'm going to have to break the glue and somehow work that thing out without breaking the aircraft. It's a pretty fragile aircraft, so I'm kind of scared about the operation. But I have extra servos. I got a ton of them, so it's no problem to find a replacement servo. It's just the issue of getting the actual or the original servo off without damaging the aircraft. But anyway, it was fun. I haven't flown my RC airplanes in months. I've been so busy with work, I haven't had time to go out and fly. I had to go over that way to pick up somebody for one of my fellow photographers, and they left a battery, and so they asked if I could go pick it up and mail it to them, so I did. And while I was over at that Williams on the Lake facility, I decided that it would be, it's right next to the fairgrounds. I was like, well, I'll grab a plane. Actually, I was going to take a couple planes, but the weather kept changing, and the winds picked up. I was going to bring some of my little micro aircraft. I have some airplanes that are on my channel. If you look deep enough into the RC section, you'll see them. But they are 16-inch wingspan aircraft. I've got a Champ with a 20-inch wingspan, which these are really, I mean, it's really small for RC airplanes. The Champ is a Piper Cub-like aircraft that was built in the 40s and 50s, used as an observation trainer during Vietnam, but mostly civilian usage. It's by a company called Aeronca. They also made the Defender, which is the more famous of the aircraft. The Defender was used during World War II as an observation aircraft, just like the Piper Cub Grasshopper. The Defender looks very much like a Piper Cub, and so does the Champ. Oops, I did it again. Champ being a little more iconic. Everybody, the difference between a Piper Cub and a Champ, the big difference, there's all kinds of differences, but the biggest difference is that, what's going on? Okay, there we go. It's acting, the cultivator's acting weird. Lower it. Lower it down. What's going on? Did I break it? Weird. Is it gonna cultivate? Oh, it is. Okay, it's down. It didn't look like it was down. That was very strange. The big difference is that in a Champ, the pilot sits in the front seat and the passenger sits in the back seat. It's a two-seater aircraft. In a Piper Cub, the pilot sits in the back seat and the customer, the passenger sits in the front seat. So it's opposite. Things that distinguish the Champ. The Champ's yellow is a little more orange looking, and it also has straight out orange on the side of the aircraft. So the top half is yellow, like a bright orange yellow, and the bottom half has an actual orange with like a circular pattern. They also have Champs that are blue and white. The Piper Cub, on the other hand, is pretty much banana yellow, or even lighter, and it has a lightning stripe on it. That's how you tell paint schemes are usually, it's not always, but usually that's the Piper Cub has a lightning bolt on it, even if it's like different colors like burgundy and white instead of yellow and black. It has this lightning bolt, and then the Aeronca has the orange and yellow, sometimes blue and white. Like blue, the blue part, the bottom part is blue and the top is white. So they have a different paint scheme. But the Champ is a really beautiful aircraft. If you've ever seen one, the guy that owns the local hobby store here actually had one in his hangar, and I got to see it close up, and it's just a gorgeous little airplane. Anyway, I have one of those that's 20-inch. I also have a Trojan T-28 and a Spitfire that both have 16-inch wingspans. Let's get this thing clean. It's really a mess now. Good. I'm going to try to park this. Where's that shed? Oh, it's right here. I'm going to see if that plow ever gets dirty. I'm not going to wash the plow for now. So I can pop this in here. Yeah, it looks like it'll fit. Right next to my plow. Perfect. Whoops, my wheels aren't letting me any further in. So I'm going to R this. And I'm going to Q this. There we go. So we have the cultivator and the plow parked inside. We are done with the double wheels for the day. We're going to run over the tractor, do any repairs that need to be done. I'm sure there are going to be repairs because I've run the heck out of this thing. So let's see here. Enter the workshop. And we're going to change the wheels to the regular old... Wait. The no wheels. Okay, there we go. Just small wheels for road action. And we're going to repair the tractors. Is there anything that needs to be repaired? Ooh. Tinsmithing needs a little repairing. That would be the repair. Okay, repair. Interesting, I can't repair it. Why can't I repair anything? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, it just did. There we go. Now it's repairing it. That was weird. My electrics are broken. Nothing's really broken. I mean, everything is looking good. All right, so we have this guy all put together for the night, for the evening, whatever. Can we park in here? I know I saw one guy opening a garage door somewhere and parking a pickup truck, but it doesn't look like we can do that anymore. I don't remember. I think it was Brad M that I saw do it, but we won't tell anybody while we shh. Let's see how this thing looks with its little wheels. So it's got the little back wheels on. Oh, that's cute. Look at those. Cute wheels. They're smaller than the front wheels, though. That's a little strange looking, but okay. So we can park over here now. Good. We're getting rid of this tractor as soon as possible. It works, though. I mean, I'm complaining. It's a great tractor, actually. I hate the way it looks, and the wheels make me crazy. That's so stupid looking. That's not how wheels work. Didn't the guy study this at all when he designed his own tractors? It's so weird. Okay, so let's shut her down. Shut her down. And we're going to hop out. We're going to call in an airstrike for all 3 fields. So we're about to see some aerial action going on. Not words, action. All right, so we're going to do airplane for FERT. And we're going to do some more airplane for FERT. And we're going to do some more airplane for FERT. Commence the spraying! We've commissioned. Airplane will come soon. And if he doesn't, we'll be left crying. Where's the airplane? There he is. This guy's coming in. It's like an air show. A poisonous air show. All right, and then we're going to go over here. This one should have already happened. We saw those two. I just want to verify that this guy flew over. What kind of work is that? This was supposed to be professionally done. Who did this? And there's still herbicides effective here and fungicides and all that crap. So I guess we could just leave it. We'll leave that for this next season and see what happens. 40% on this field. My field's the best because I did it myself and it's perfect. Those guys suck. Cheap labor. All right, so we're set. So now we need to hire people to seed the fields. So we're going to go to our menu again. We're going to seed. What are our choices? We have commission wheat, barley, maize, soybean, pea, canola, lupine. I don't know what lupine is. Grass, taters, beets. And we're going to do... we'll do barley for the winter. Barley's a pretty hardy crop, right? I'm making that up. I don't know. I gotta pee. Oh my gosh, I gotta pee. All right, barley. And so we spent a whole bunch of money. About $500, and it'll all be done for us. But you know what? That's how much the seed freaking costs, so who cares? All right, so we have $1,700 left. We're just going to save money for now. Here he is working. These guys are working the field. So I'm going to let them do their thing, and I'm going to go potty. This guy's going to take the longest because he's got the biggest field to deal with. And so we'll have barley growing over the winter. I'm going to see how that's been interesting to see how it does. It may not do well because it's winter, but whatever. We'll see. All right, I'll be back. All right, while these... Oh, my microphone got all messed up. while these chuckleheads are out here harvesting, we're going to take a little waltz over to the goods store. The downside is this is taking them a really long time to get this done, but what can you do? Pardon me. Actually, we should probably just drive the tractor over, for crying out loud. So we're paying them to seed the fields. This is the last step, really, until the end of this year. I don't think I need to buy any more hay. I don't know. I think the horses and stuff eat hay. I think they eat the corn silage too, though. So at the end of the year, they should be fine. So let's start her up with her little wheels. You're going to drive on up to the map, please. The machine shop. I just want to look through the inventory because I don't really know exactly what my choices are. You know, I actually like the way this tractor looks better with those little wheels, but they're a little small for the frame, but it actually looks more like a regular tractor. Whoever made this game really likes big wheels. Like all the tractors have these monster tires on them. Let's turn the lights on for safety. And so it's pretty funny because like every tractor that I see has these giant tires on them. And this guy, he hasn't harvested yet. Look, he just didn't take a good care. Let's see I want to see what the stats on this field are because it looks terrible. I can guarantee there's nothing on it. Yeah, nothing, no fertilizer, no fungus. It's 100% plowed and cultivated. Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute, is there a crop on it or no? Soil class A. There's nothing sown, so it just needs to. It says it's plowed though. That's weird. Is this my field? No, enter to buy field. So it needs love. This field definitely needs love. I would like to be able to start an orchard soon, but we just don't have the income yet. So we're gonna have to wait till next year. But yeah, when I'm off-road 20 kilometers an hour, I try to keep it at that. When I'm on-road, I drive like a freak. Because I'm a jerk. I think I bought this new, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, here we go. So is it really faster to cut across? Not when Arthur's driving. I'm driving in the European side of the road. Actually, the English side of the road. Everyone else is right. English is wrong. I mean left. All my English fans are getting angry with me. No donations for you, Arthur. Once again, thank you for everyone that's donated to the channel. I mean, if you just think of it this way. If everybody that was subscribed to my channel gave $1, my debt would definitely be paid off, and I'd have some money in reserve for the channel. We could do some giveaways and stuff. We could start moving in that direction. Right now, I'm just trying to get caught up. So, but you know, donations really help. This is the donation drive portion of the program that you're watching. I'm going to leave it there. I won't beg you for money. I don't need to do that. But we do provide this service for free, just like PBS. Let's go ahead and see what they have in here. So once again, the Galadon is, man. How much is the Winton new? Yeah, see, I paid $24, so I got it used. I can't wait to get rid of it used. I'd love to get a McCormick. Either of these, both the old and the new. And the Landini was really cool. I think they're the same tractor. If you look real carefully at them, they have the same design. So they probably got McCormick and Landini both together because it's the same thing. They're owned by the same company. The Landini happens to be manual. The McCormick happens to be an automatic, which, yeah, man, I miss it. I'm sad that I had to sell it. But we did what we had to do. We can get those used. Look at all the headers. Look at the Echelon. 128, 187. Woo! It's expensive. Look at more of them. Look at all these different harvesters. Jeez, 246, 148. That's like the cream of the crop, and there's ours. The Eladan is pretty expensive, 118. I got a good deal. I got it for like 70. What I really wanted to see, though, We do need to buy another trailer, but we're going to wait till next year when we actually need it. Need it. Not necessarily need it, but need it, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? 24,000. See, why wouldn't you just buy another AgriLiner? 20,000 capacity. How much is that? $24,000. I'm not going to spend that much money. These Simpas are really expensive. The Friedels are pretty cheap for their size. Like, I'd probably get one of these. I would love to get the big Vox, the 17, but that's a lot of money. We need to have a little money left over. Let's see how much money we have coming out of the winter. I don't know if you make money during the winter or not. Actually, that's not all I wanted to check. I also wanted to look at our, let's see, planters, seeders. I know the seeder that I want. I want to buy back the one that I had to sell, but whatever. $59,000. Holy crap. Okay, that's better. Well, that's $59,000 too? That can't be right. That can't be right. What does that sow? Orchard fertilizer spreader. Orchard sprayer. Huh. That's cool. Orchard machine. Gathered fruits are stored in boxes. Is that for trees? I'm assuming that's a tree. I know that one. We know what that is right there. Look at the mower. I love it. Oh, you can mow your orchard with that. Uh-huh. How much is that? That's a $15,000. I think I looked at that before. That's ridiculous. $15,000 for a lawn tractor? Kiss my butt. These are all in other languages. Why can't they tell us in English? Orchard grass mower. Trimmer for shrubs and trees. This is really cool stuff. They got all these different things in here. Ah, orchard fruit collector. Pepple, 6 people, 14,000. Pebble 4, 18,000. Why wouldn't you could buy the cheaper one? Okay, whatever. Platform greenhouse harvest. Let's see, planter for fruit trees. What is this, a sprayer? Sprinkler for greenhouse labor. Greenhouse sprinkler. Oh, maybe for the indoor greenhouse. You can buy greenhouse space in this game, which is really cool. You can buy a Galadon for 31,000 or a salmon for 39,000. Oh, electric platform truck. That's for inside. Oh, all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Okay, fruit crate trailers. Trailer for fruit crates. Trailer for fruit crates. That is incredible. There's so much stuff for the fruit. We have to do it. We have to do it. Orchard. That's what it was. All the stuff was under. Okay, so you got a mower. I want that little lawn tractor. But it's cheaper to buy a mower. I'm not spending $14,000. We have a Tango wrapper. Two of them. Galadon mowers. Big mowers. Front mower for the Galadon. Side mower. Oh, we have windrowers. There's a tedder. All these other mowers. Look at that. All kinds of tedders. Front loader. And what is this? Header transport trailer. Huh. That's cool. That's all under other. Potatoes, beets. We know that. Fertilizers. All kinds of fertilizing stuff. Nothing for they're separate for the other. Wow. So right now we're worried about a trailer, but we have some other things to buy. I really want to get into the fruit, and we have that orchard. I probably should. I mean, if I'm going to be smart about it, I probably should convert that into a field and get profit off of that immediately. Let's take a look and see. We're going to run down to this tractor. It's so goofy looking. Run back home. We're going to take a look at the one field that we own that we don't do anything with, and I want to see how much does it cost to actually convert it. Because it's going to be a long time before we can afford to buy that kind of stuff. I mean, I'd love it. I'd love to do it right this minute, but it's just I don't foresee it in the near future. It's like way down the road future. We'll keep this tractor forever. This is just going to be our pickup truck, since there's no more pickup truck in the game. This will be the traveling around town tractor when things are done. Like, is that the field? That's not it. It's over here, I think. Yeah, I'm headed right at it. It's past these two. It's a huge field, too. Is that it over there? To the right? Yes, it is. It needs to be mowed. Oh, man, isn't that beautiful? That's a huge piece of land. Oh, man. I wish you could use these tractors to do the work. No, it's not it. Enter to buy this field. What? But it shows that I own this field. Fertilize, not owner, NA. Oh, what? So it's just showing that it's an orchard? I don't understand. Map. I thought I owned this land, but I don't. So does that mean these are orchards too? Oh, I don't own this. Okay, well then I don't have to worry about it right now, I guess. I was, it was pushing me to not waste this land, but to be honest with you, I don't own it. So how much does it cost? Whoa, it cost about $800 more than I have. That's not bad though. 17,000. That's really not bad. Okay, well that's cool. These guys are still seeding away. Well, it looked to be about 50% done. So let's run down. Let's visit the cow farm and see how things are going down there. Where's the greenhouse facility? Is that it up there? Let's take a look at that too. There's a couple things that we really haven't seen yet. So maybe we should just drive around while we're waiting for those guys to finish up, because I'm kind of stuck. I can't leave the game. Come on. Move around. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, weird. I have to put it all the way over here for it to move. Okay. I mean, it's not anything that we haven't seen, I don't think, except for, what is this? Bales. We have to buy fruit farm. No. Yeah. Farm animals, farm fruits. Let's head over there and just see what they got. What is that all about anyway? This field is almost done. He's finishing up. So that one's seeded with wheat. We're almost done. And we will take a look around. Once these guys are finished, we'll advance the rest of the way through the year and end this episode. Or the series of episodes. This will be the end of year 1. And then we will take a look at year 2. Starting year 2. So I was going to play. I still haven't played Half-Life. I'm sorry. I promised I would. I will. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. I don't see it happening today. I've got nothing on the schedule Friday and nothing on the schedule. I have one shoot on the schedule for tomorrow, which will be like an afternoon shoot. And then, I don't know. How do we get over there? I guess we have to go this way, huh? Full speed ahead! I'll bounce my way over there. Boink, boink, boink. This tractor. It's ridiculous. These fields are all just like, let go, man. Let it go. Surrender. Dislocate. So let it go. Oh, slowly fade away. I'm wide awake. Oh, did I just knock that down? Oops. I'm not awake. I'm still sleeping on. Diggy diggy ding. I don't get that one. I'm getting slap happy. I need to go to bed. I wish those stupid guys would hurry up. Actually, I probably will record Half-Life because now I'm slap happy. It actually worked pretty well. Now that those guys they should be done by the time I get back, I would hope. The one guy might still be going, but let's take a look around. This is the orchard. This is where you'd have all those like robots and stuff. They don't really give you any information. So with all those tutorials, there was absolutely nothing, not one thing about this huge, giant freaking facility where you actually have to drive that little tractor thing in and between all these things. What? Buy the greenhouse farm. What does this say? I mean, what is... I'm sure it's $120,000 at least. Yeah, $100,000. Buy this farm. We're not ready. It's for when we're a mogul. Oh my gosh, you can go in here. Yeah, you see? You drive the tractor in here, that little robot thing, and you can fertilize. The composition of plants in the composition of plants in greenhouses. Here you can gather and change seedlings for manual planting. Oh. Purchase plants in the agricultural store can be used in each greenhouse. Here, you can gather and change seedlings for manual planting. What? This is so intricate. System error, yeah. So you, what? I'm assuming that you buy seeds from the agricultural store. What? This is huge, man. Map. Stored in greenhouse warehouses. Stored in a home warehouse. Seeds. So you can't buy seeds for any of the fruit trees. So the seedlings you probably own. Yeah, I can't buy any of these. I don't own the greenhouse. I can buy all of this stuff. We can make raspberry, gooseberry, currant, apple seedlings, plum, and cherry. I can't do cucumber, tomato, or this. There's only 10 pieces. Wow, that's really expensive. Now, it's probably... I'm not at the shop, so it's probably less money if you get close. But so you have to have one of these. So you buy them. I would imagine what happens is that this starts filling up with the stuff that you buy. And then you come in here and you... What? You can gather and change seedlings for manual... I don't understand. I mean, it's something that we'll have to mess with, but I don't. It's not making sense to me. This is the same kind of thing. It says the same thing. What? Why don't they give you a tutorial on this? This is ridiculous. How can you have this ginormous facility and not give any information about how to use it? How do they manage that? Seriously, this is horrible. This is like really bad. Actually, though, it is reminiscent of this. And to be honest with you, the Farm Simulator also did the same thing. So, I mean, no offense to these guys. The Farm Simulators... When I got the Farm Simulator, when I first got it, I was like, what the foop? I didn't know what to do. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I bought a $500,000 chaff harvester. I had no idea what chaff was. I took it out in the field thinking this is the biggest dang harvester in the game. It's going to be awesome. And then all of a sudden it started chopping everything up. And I'm like, what? Where did all this stuff go? What do I do with this? I had no idea. Went right over my head. I took it back and sold it. Now I realize it's the biggest money maker in the game. But I had no idea how to do it. So let's look real quick. And what do they give us? Tutorial. Farm expansion. Earn money. You can invest in many options. The workshop, carport, silos. Okay, now we all know that stuff. Fruit growing. Okay. Each purchased field can be converted into an orchard. Vice versa. It's best to make these changes before the start of the farming cycle or after a harvest. If you change the field category with already growing crops, you will lose them. On the field converted into an orchard, you can only work on fruit growing. As on the fields, they are only allowed agricultural labors. For example, you cannot plow an orchard. Okay. Shrubs, gooseberries, currants will bear fruit 1 year after planting. Fruit trees, apples, plums, cherries will require several years to bear fruits. Wow, this is a long-term game, man. Longer term than the farm sim. Remember to fertilize. The fecundate. Remember to fertilize the ground in the orchard before planting trees and shrubs. This will increase fruiting and also your profits. Collection of shrubbery can be performed using the automated machines. The collection from trees requires employees on platforms. It doesn't say a word. Special machines are required on working on food. Operating a large agricultural tractor in dense orchards is a difficult task. It sounds like you might be able to do it, though. But it doesn't say anything about the greenhouses. There's no information at all about greenhouses. As far as I can tell, animal inbreeding... Animal, blah, blah, blah. You can serve each one. Yeah, the number of animals you see at buildings. I don't know that they make their own. They will die if you don't feed them, as we saw. They all died. Petrol stations, bank, goods, agricultural, machine shop. Nope. Dang it. Purchase. Machinery, pop-up menu. I mean, this doesn't tell us a single thing. It doesn't tell us anything. How can they do this? Fruit. It doesn't say a word about the greenhouses. How can they leave a whole category out of the game? These people are nuts. How could you not have a tutorial on how to do the fruit? There's some guy out there that is watching this series that plays 15. It's going, Arthur, you idiot. It's so easy. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's simple, but it's not making sense to me right now because I've never done it. There's no information about it whatsoever. How could they do that? Oops, I knocked another sign down. I'm just plumb old mad right now. That makes no sense. This makes no sense to me. How could you do that? Once again, how can you have an entire category and not say a single freaking word anywhere in the game about how to use it, aside from some cryptic hint that shows up inside the greenhouse? Here, you can gather seedlings and plant them manually. Where do you plant them? Gather them from what? What, I got to buy them? How's it? Tell me something. Buy seedlings from the store. I mean, give me some kind of hint. There's nothing. Oh, my gosh. Well, I know for sure I can't buy them because it doesn't allow me. I have no option to because I don't own the farm, so... Eventually we will own the farm, and we'll find out what it's all about, but that's just strange. Plain old strange. All right, so we're going to save the rest of our money. We are probably going to have to buy a trailer come next year. We'll see what happens. We should have a little bit more money thanks to the cows, I think. I don't know. I've never done this before. I've never tried a winter crop. I've always done just the summer crop and then let the winter go by without growing another crop. I didn't know you could do that, but... Let's get back home. Hopefully these guys will be done, and we can call it an end of the episode, and I will start next year, and you guys will see next year start in the next episode, whenever that gets released, which will be, since I'm curious about it, I'm probably going to do it tonight, but for you it might be like a week. I'll make you wait. No, I won't. They're almost done. That's good news. So, our seeding friends, thank you guys for working so hard. The other two are probably finished already. This guy is almost finished. We are going to make some orchard stuff. We're going to do the orchards. We're going to definitely do the orchards, but I'd also like to do the greenhouses. But the orchards are a little easier because I don't have to spend $100,000 in the initial investment, plus all the equipment that's going to be needed for that nightmare. So, but once again, the descriptions are horrible. I mean, they're really like nondescript, like as you saw. Even when you're dealing with the equipment, it's like, which equipment do I need to buy? Well, it says this fertilizer, what? And this fertilizer is a lot smaller than that one, but it's 70,000. They're both 70,000 euros. It's like, well, why don't I buy the bigger one? Why would I buy the smaller one? I think it's a misprint. And this game does have a lot of those. Like when I traded the tractor in, it said it was going to give me 5,000 bucks, but it gave me like 30. So. And we're just going to stay away from the field because I don't want to damage the crops. So let's put our regular wheel back on. This has kind of been fun driving around with a funny wheel, but It's time to get the regular size wheels on. Press E to enter the workshop. Change the wheels. Yeah, I'm back. Thank you. That looks a little more natural. All right, Chuck, you almost done? Because I want to get this over with. Wash her up. The Winston TX 6000. The Winston Funny Wheel 6000. Would you like to buy a tractor that everyone laughs at? Winston. Would you like to buy a tractor that looks really stupid when it turns? Winston. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Winston 6000. The TX 6000. TX4. Ha 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 ha! What? What is that? He's crazy. What's he talking about? What's that boy talking about? He's crazy. You crazy. You done plumb nuts. Nut job. Hey! Hey! Oh, there she is. You plumb crazy. Hi. Is this my farm? She actually looks kind of elfin. She has really strange ears. Oh, no. Okay, there's like a glitch there. Oh, all right. Bye. Well, it was nice talking to you, I guess. Bye. Oh. I'll stand over this fence and pretend like I'm not lonely. Oh, she left. Hey! There, my name's Arthur. How are you? Oh, you don't want to talk to me. Okay, that's typical. I'm used to it. I'm kind of fat and stinky. I know it. And I play video games. Nerd. Hopelessly. Nerd alert. Not tall. Oh, it's all blurred out. If I get near the fence, everything else gets all blurred out. Look at that. Blurrovision. Did the tree do it? Yep. I guess that kind of works a little bit how your eye works. And it looks like the Beagle has the same ridiculous turning issues that my tractor does. They... I guess if it's all make-believe, you know, what's the difference? That cedar needs some work. Wow, it's seen better days. Let's see how my field is doing. This should be almost 100% at this point. Yeah! So 99%. About to be 100. We still have herbicides doing just fine. Shouldn't have too many problems during the winter. 32%. I don't know. I should probably do more, but... Oh, Arthur, I can't resist. I'm going to have to pay to get all that done. I'm doing it. I don't want to go to winter sleep and not have everything be just right. So, you know what? We're going to do it. Wait, why don't I have anything available? I must... Oh, if you're in your home. I guess I'm far enough away from the farm that I'm not actually considered at home. So he's done. There he goes. He's going to do another pass, but okay. We'll forgive him. All right, Bravo Echo 2 X-Ray 7 Hotel. I need support. Backup now. What do you need? I need herbicide. I need another herbicide. I need another herbicide. Oh. Well, I can't do it yet because he's still planting. Should be an airplane inbound. There he comes. Whoa, they did it. Oh. That guy's like, "You trying to kill me?" All right, so we need to take a look. We have, what do we got? Nothing. 100 and 100. So that guy was for the other field. So we need to, once this dude disappears here, can we do it now? Can I commission it? Nope. Come on. Get out of my field, you butthead. What's he doing? He's not even doing anything. He's just driving around. What are you doing? Get out of here. Stuck. I just want to get it done. For crying out loud. I gotta wait because I don't want to screw it up. I'm gonna screw it up if I do it. I guess we could do the other field, everything on the other fields though, because so we'll do anti-bug. And thank you for making me have to redo the map every single time. Anti-bug. And we're gonna do anti-fungal. And we're gonna do anti-fungal. Would you get out? God, this guy. Go do something else. Oh, these people. We're gonna see it. We're about to see a bunch of airplanes right now. There's one, two. Should be two more. Like the Blue Angels. That was awesome. 4 aircraft in the air. Cost me $400. Dude, get the foop off my foop and foop. Get out of my hair. I want to do this thing. Can I do it yet?
This field has already started.
God, idiot. All right, where am I going to go? I think I'm just going to try to find my tractor and go over there, and maybe when I come back, he'll be gone. Oh, here's my Winton. It's my favorite tractor. It allows me to store 2 vehicles. Maybe this guy is gone. Oh, he's gone. Yay!
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Blah 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 blah. Ding dong, blah 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 blah.
All right, so we're gonna commission, and we're gonna commission, and we're gonna commission. And let's see what happens. We should have a triple dipple. Oh, baby, a triple. Where are they? Bring him in. Sound off. I've swallowed every chemical known to man. Okay, so if we look at the map now, we should see that we're all 100s all the way. 1111. 1111. And 1111. Yeah, these are all full up. Yep, so we're good. All right, so let's do it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to this year. 2000 whatever year is going to end, and we're about to enter 2000 whatever the next year is. So let's go to our mechanics. We're going to jump ahead to the 30th. We should start making more money. Yep, see, we're back up to $2,000. Really, the goats are really what's making us money, so I'm going to make the goat shed even bigger. The goats are making us a ton of money. And the goats like that chaff stuff, man. They're happy. So we are now, let's take a look at our finances. We're up to $20,000. We earned $3,000 in the last 15 days. Let's take a look at our stores. Yep, they ate 1,000 of chaff and a bunch of hay. I could just buy more. I probably will buy more hay. They're going to consume it less often. And now we got a ton of fertilizer and manure, but we'll use it eventually. But all right. So we're going to wait for the next day. And we need to save our game after the day's over. Beautiful. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Sun comes up. Bank takes its money. It is the 1st of April. We've made $13,000 on goat's milk, $4,000 on the cows and the chicken eggs, $3,600. We made $20,000 over the winter, and lo and behold, there's nothing in the field. Oh, the wheat hasn't grown yet, though. That's not good. Uh-oh. I thought this would have grown by now. Oh, bad stuff, dude. Bad, 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 bad. So let's see how we're doing. Well, if we go to our menu, but we have enough chaff probably to make it through another year, so we don't have to grow corn this year. But I really was hoping that wheat would grow overnight, and we're gonna have to keep watching it. But it's not ready. It's not even close. I think I don't think they have a growth state on here. If I look at F2, sown barley 100%. Oh, we're all out of herbicides. Everything's run out. It is fertilized 100%. It's sown. But it's still growing. Oh, that's not good. Fruit buckets. Okay, well, let's go and see what's going on with the animals. We might have to wait. We can sell our cows. We got quite a profit on the cows. Looks like about $1,000 a cow. So let's go ahead and do that. Duck, horse, goat, sheep. And the chicken, duck, horse, go, old sheep. So we make some money. And we buy new ones. That's what we do. So we're gonna have to run up to the shop. Unfortunately, we got to go to the agricultural store. Oh, it makes me mad that these crops didn't grow over the winter. I mean, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. But they wait until spring to grow, so it's not worth doing. They said this thing says right here. Oh, this makes me mad. These kind of things. The tutorial's wrong. Hang on, where did it say it? This makes me mad. Preparing the field, blah, blah, blah. Soil, some experience in the first season. Fertilization, plowing, sowing, cultivation. We offer complete crops, maize, beets, grass, grains. 120 days, exception. Okay, here's where it gives you misleading information. Most of them need about 100 days, 140 days to mature. For 100 to 140 days to mature. Try to sow them in order to harvest before winter. The exception are winter crops that are sown in September and collected the next year when mature, but they didn't grow over winter. God dang it! They lied. This was a lie. Oh, it makes me mad. Okay, well, it didn't grow, so now I'm stuck with these crops for the year, and I'm pissed. Okay, we need to end this episode because this is supposed to be next year, and you guys are already watching it. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Hopefully it's fun. And when I'm mad, I'm really not mad. I'm just having fun. Okay, so I will see you guys. Subscribe, thumbs up. Oh, donations, like I said, if each of you give $1, and I got 13,000 bucks. If each of you gave $5, I would retire from my photography job and do this full-time every day, all day. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. I will see you guys on the farm. Bye.